Hi, good morning. This is Jasmine from Worldtours Experience. I am the Sales and Product Director. Today we are here to present this webinar about two new tours that we have started thanks to a ministerial initiative. It's about inclusive travel and sustainable within the Bourbon architectures in the Campania region. Like I said, this is a ministerial initiative and is about accessible and sustainable tourism within the Bourbon architecture of Campania. The four most important focal points about this project are the anti-overtourism, the sustainability, the PMR accessibility, and the B2B network. About the anti-overtourism, improvement of lesser-known Bourbon locations outside of the mainstream routes. Sustainability, we are using, of course, zero emissions of vehicles. We like our brand new Mercedes EQV 300, environmentally friendly routes, of course. And then for the PMR accessibility, specialized equipment for individuals with motor disabilities. B2B network, commissions allocated to agents and, of course, OTAs, tour guides and tour operators. The main focus is to combat over-tourism by drawing visitors to esteemed Bourbon residences and locations that remains relatively undiscovered by mass tourism. The pair of Bourbon tours, two unique itineraries, fully electric, certified for accessibility away from over-tourism. Tour number one, the Royal Palace of Caserta, which is a worldwide heritage. The tour goes to San Leucio, to Caserta Vecchia, and of course, you will see the famous Caroline aqueducts. Royal Palace of Caserta and the UNESCO-listed Caroline aqueducts. The itinerary goes Royal Palace of Caserta to see gardens and the royal apartments, silk factories of San Leucio built by the Bourbon dynasty, medieval settlement of Caserta Vecchia, the Caroline Aqueduct, UNESCO Worldwide Heritage Site, and typical lunch in the Caserta Vecchia village. Duration is approximately 8 hours, departure in the morning at 8 or 9 a.m. Tour number two, Bourbon Rural, is actually a more rural tours, Teverolaccio and the hidden gem of Carditello. Carditello, the royal stud farm famous as horse breeding estates, and Teverolaccio, a restored medieval farmhouse that preserved the agricultural heritage. First stop would be Casale de Teverolaccio, walk around and photo stops, farmhouse lunch with mozzarella, the famous buffalo mozzarella after Teverolaccio, and then the royal site of Carditello with the beautiful latest restoration. Also here, duration is approximately 8 hours and departure in this case, at 10:30. Tour number one, let's go now deep in the itinerary. We have the tour that starts actually at 8 in the morning from Naples. We have the pickup from the hotels or a central meeting point in Naples with our electric van. Then in about 1 hour at 9 we reach Royal Palace of Caserta, where there is a tour guide waiting for our clients, and the guided exploration of the Royal Palace to the park and the English garden. As you can see, more or less is about 2 hours and 15 minutes. And then at 11:30 around, we will drive to San Leucio complex, which, like I told you, is a historical Bourbon silk mills and silk museum. At around 1 p.m., lunch at Caserta Vecchia, typical Campania menu in a medieval village, in a chosen restaurant. And then after the lunch, let's drive to the Caroline aqueducts. The aqueduct is 34 kilometers, is one of the longest that we have actually in Italy, is also a hidden gem, a spectacular view. It's a nice, really breathtaking photo stop there. And of course is protected by the UNESCO World Heritage Site. At around 5 p.m. let's return to Naples on board of the electric van. Now let's have a few minutes just to have a look to the tour in a video. And now tour number 2, Teverolaccio, Carditello. Carditello, the royal stud farm famous as a horse breeding estates, and Teverolaccio, a restored medieval farmhouse that preserved the agricultural heritage. This tour is available only on Sunday, not like, for example, the tour of Caserta, Vecchia, Reggia, and the Carolino Aqueduct, which is actually available to be booked mostly every single day on daily basis. Only on Tuesday, when the Royal Palace of Caserta is closed, of course the tour cannot be booked. For Teverolaccio and Carditello, we have a departure a little bit later at 10:30 from Naples, pick up again from the hotel or designed meeting point in Naples with our Mercedes EQV van, full electric. And then we will arrive more or less in half an hour, 40 minutes at the Teverolaccio estate, 30 minutes to look around with a few photo stops available on site. And then from there we go for a lunch in a country house with regional products. Of course, again, the famous buffalo mozzarella from the Campania region. After lunch, we will go finally at the royal site of Carditello. Is a really hidden gem of the Campania region. We'll stay there for 1 hour for a guided tour. The guided service is provided directly by the site. Bourbon architectural masterpiece. There was a recent renovation and is famous for its royal equestrian heritage. Then let's drive back to Naples at around 3, so we arrive at around 3:30 in Naples. Now, just a couple of minutes to see the video. Okay, so now PMR accessibility, and this is a code that is actually the compliance, the accessibility, so the WCAG 2.1 AA, what we specifically assure to our customer, to your customers. We own a Mercedes EQV 300, integrated accessible ramp, wheelchair space available on board, zero emissions, and then sensory accessibility, audio description for the visual impaired, resources in alternative formats, assistive communication. Website, of course, with the compliance, Worldtours Experience.eu, compatible with screen readers, complete keyboard navigation. And then accessible reservation, inclusive accessible format, specialized in multi-language, confirmation available via email. Reason to select Worldtours SRL. Competitive advantages for your business-to-business network. UNESCO. 3 sites. 3 UNESCO World Heritage Sites in a single tour. The Royal Palace, San Leucio, and the Carolino Aqueducts. 100% electric. Mercedes EQV 300 van, emission-free, silent, designed for PMR. PMR certified. Certified complete accessibility, specialized equipment on board. Slow food. In Teverolaccio and in Carditello, there is actually the famous land called the Aversana, which is a slow food presidium. Generally, culinary and wine experience are available on the spot. Anti-overtourism, minor Bourbon locations, no wait times, a personal and genuine experience. B2B partners, dedicated communication, co-branding, marketing assistance included. Post-webinar resources distributed after the end of this webinar. Presentation PDF. This PDF presentation can be freely shared with your clients and colleagues, no problem at all. Tour technical sheets per 2, 1 for each product in 5 languages. Itinerary, inclusion, exclusion, accessibility, and pricing. Marketing partner kit. HDMH, B-roll footage of Bourbon website, pre-written text, official hashtags, and reservation links. Newsletter format, pre-designed email template for promoting tours to your contact list. And of course, don't forget to question us. Of course, you can write to our email, or also you can contact us by phone. Thank you for listening to this webinar, and let's keep in touch.